Face-to-face is better than online learning.
Hi, I'm Angela.
And I'm Alicia.
Today we're going to share a little story that illustrates the different arguments and perspectives for face-to-face versus online learning. For our purposes today, let's define what each of these terms mean. Face-to-face learning is what many refer to as traditional campus-based learning.
And online learning is an asynchronous, fully online course. Imagine face-to-face and online learning as very distinct. But wait, maybe there's a best of both worlds.
Hi, Alicia? Is that you? It's been ages.
Wow, Angela! It's been 3 years? Your avatar hasn't aged a bit. How are you? Are you still working at My Way or the Highway Campus Crusaders Middle School?
I'm great, thanks. And yep, I'm still at CC Middle School and loving it. The start of the year is always busy with planning and designing a safe and inclusive space, but my grade 8 class is really bonding already. We've done a community circle of sharing, engaged in found poetry. We've even created a shared playlist. We have the makings of a community of inquiry growing with each day. Alicia, I know we've gone back and forth on this over the years, but it feels like now more than ever, students need to be in schools rather than online. In my experience, schools offer a multifaceted, relationship-oriented, and social learning environment. Face-to-face learning in schools means physical activity, music, dance, drama, and play-based learning. The physical landscape offers land-based learning and holistic connections to self and community. Face-to-face learning is about more than the curriculum. It's about the support systems in place that ensure students are safe, that their well-being is considered, and that they know they have a shoulder to lean on. I wonder how hard it must be for these students trying to keep up from home. What about you? Are you still with the Online is the Only Option Academy? I couldn't believe it when you jumped ship and went to the dark side of online learning. How's your year starting out anyhow?
Very funny. I may have gone over to the dark side, but at least I'm not stuck in the dark ages. Moving into online education was the best thing I ever did. It takes some time and effort at the start of a course, but my groups of learners are coming together really well. As long as we build in lots of opportunities for everyone to share and connect, strong community flourishes. To start the year, I modeled and then I had my students share video introductions and chat about personal interests in a discussion forum. Online learning is also way more accessible to some learners who might struggle in a campus school setting. You've got to admit, there's an advantage to any time, any place, any pace, meaning not only do my students have flexible ownership and responsibility for their learning, but they can also move faster, slower, and go back to review with the click of a button. I do have to say, though, that in the past 18 months, so many learners and instructors have been thrown into emergency remote learning, and this is not what I consider standard online learning. Effective online learning often even includes opportunities to connect socially through virtual meetings, group work, and much more.
It's so true that online learning is not emergency remote learning. I've spoken to many educators who conflate the two, but there's just no way. Online learning has been around for a very long time and, as you've said, provides accessibility in so many ways that are simply not possible on-site. While we do include various technologies into our campus instruction, such as one Chromebook per student, the use of Google Classroom or Brightspace, and fun game-based resources, we simply don't have enough time in the day. I try to remember that it's the opportunities we provide our students in these spaces that add up to meaningful learning, and how we approach these opportunities is what makes all the difference. A cumbersome new task for the at-home student may create frustration, but if you pair it with synchronous instruction and modeling, the potential positive byproducts may include increased confidence and resiliency. Isn't this what it's all about? I think it all comes down to design and facilitation, from pedagogy and learning environments to teacher competencies, the kind you just can't fake it until you make it. When we combine these elements, the dark and the light side, we achieve the best balance.
Wow, you know what? I think we're more on the same page than we realized about technology and education. I'm using principles of excellent collaborative campus-based learning like group work, design thinking, and synchronous meetings, and you're integrating technology into your campus classes way more than I realized. I'm actually pretty impressed what you old school teachers have really got with the times. I guess it's not really a debate about exclusively online or face-to-face learning any longer, but more about how we can use the best of both worlds to create amazing blended learning opportunities. Providing learners with meaningful social learning opportunities alongside technology that supports theoretical and practical excellence is the ultimate goal. You nailed it with the idea of balance. Technology shouldn't overshadow, frustrate, or impede. In both contexts, we can give learners the tools to engage and construct understanding in meaningful ways. Next week, tune in for the great debate on blended learning, smoothies or frappes.